The Kentucky Wildcats are going to be facing the James Madison Dukes. Now, let me tell you something. I happen to have a place in my heart for James Madison. I do. Uh, James Madison is a scrappy school that just keeps doing things that they shouldn't be able to do, but they do it. In football and basketball, there's just something about James Madison. I love the scrappy teams. I really do. And they've been able to do it. So, love that James Madison's in the NCAA. Now, they were only third in the Sun Belt, but they did win their conference championship. They beat Troy for it. I'm not such a big fan of Troy. Um, they went they beat Louisiana, South Alabama, Southern Miss, UMass, App State, Old Dominion, App State again, Old Dominion again, Coastal Carolina, South Alabama, Georgia Southern, and Troy. They are on a 12-game winning streak right now. And before that, they had been beat by Arkansas State. Then that was after a 3-game winning streak. I mean, they are 26-8. That's pretty darn good. Now, Kenny Brooks and the Kentucky Wildcats, they have Claire Strack. The I'm in charge of every category, Claire Strack, with Tony Morgan having the assist. But I love me some Claire Strack. I do. Now, South Carolina did beat them twice in the past 5 games, but it's South Carolina. And you take a look at what they did. Okay, Vandy beat them twice. Texas beat them, but they beat Ole Miss. They've had an off again, on again season. They've beaten some teams that okay, good. Louisville was a good win. I mean, when you're beating your rivals, that's always a good thing. Beat Purdue. Maryland beat them, not in an embarrassing fashion. They beat Miami. Uh, they beat LSU at the beginning of the year. That's beat Oklahoma. Now, they did lose Mississippi State, Tennessee, and Georgia on a 3-game losing streak. Then beat Arkansas. Then they had to face Vandy and Texas. But they've, they've got a really strong strength of schedule. So between James Madison and Kentucky, Kentucky's got the better strength of schedule. But we're going to be taking a look at this, as I always do, by the numbers. Because if you're going to pay attention to what's going on, you got to do it by the numbers. And let me tell you something. Like I said, love watching me some Claire Strack. I do. And James Madison, love James Madison. There's just something about the scrappy teams. There really is. And James Madison is more than willing to try to punch above their weight limit. So, we're going to cover this. So, let's do it. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics, do a little basketball and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Neyland, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it. Now, let's start off with the lower seeded Sun Belt Conference champions, James Madison, in their second trip to the NCAA under Sean O'Regan. Now, 74.9 is what they score in a game on average. 41st in the nation on that. They allow 61.1 points. 45.2 field goal percentage. That's really good. 34th in the nation. 68.3 free throw percentage and 281st. 138 with 3-point percentage at 31.7. 6.4 3 points made a game. They're 159. 15.3 assists, 64th in that. They're not that team oriented. 37.6 defensive rebounds a game. 14th in the nation on that. They are a very defensive minded team. 14.7 turnovers a game, 130th in that. That's not that good. 3.9 block shots, 66th in the nation on that. Really not good. They do steal the ball 9.1 times a game. Now, if you're going to talk James Madison, we're going to start with the points leader, Peyton McDaniel. 32 and a half minutes, 18.9 points, 7.5 rebounds. She's a guard doing 7.5 rebounds. 2.2 assists, 1.6 steals, 0.5 blocks, 1.5 turnovers a game, 44.8 field goal percentage, 34.9 3-point percentage, and 81.3 free throw percentage. Not bad. Ashanti Barnes, who leads in rebounds, she's a forward. 28.9 minutes, 14.9 points, 9.1 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.1 steals, 0.4 blocks, 2.1 turnovers. So 50% field goal percentage, 64.2 free throw percentage, and 20.4 3-point percentage. Not bad. She should pass it out to somebody that's going to be able to get a better three-pointer, though. Bree Robinson, 33.6 minutes. Leads in steals, 12.1 points, 2.6 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 2.4 steals, 0.1 blocks, 2.5 turnovers though, 45.8 field goal percentage, 30.9 3-point percentage, and 81.7 free throw percentage. Solid player. Zakiya Stevenson leads in assists, 28 minutes, 8 points, 2.4 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 1.8 steals, 0.1 blocks, 3.4 turnovers, though. That's not good. 33.1 field goal percentage, 32.7 3-point percentage, and 62.1 free throw percentage. Now, Brianna McLeod leads in blocks with 1.6. I would say the keys in this, get your turnovers down. Work with Zakiya Stevenson, Ashanti Barnes, and Bree Robinson to not turn over the ball so much. Make smarter shots. And you should be able to do this. Work better as a team. And smarter shots. That's the two keys for James Madison in this game. They are a solid team. But they've got to make smarter shots. They do. Especially in the 3-point range. They've got to work on that. And they've got to have somebody that can cover Clara Strack. This is a solid team. They've got to play their game, but they've got to do it as working as a team. Smarter shots, work as a team. That's their keys. Now, Kenny Brooks, Kentucky Wildcats. 75.6 points a game. They're 36th in the nation on that. They allow 60.2 points a game. 44.7 field goal percentage, or 51st in the nation on that. 69.1 free throw percentage, or 255th. 33.2 3-point percentage, 84th in that. 8.5 3-points made a game, 24th in the nation on that. 17.2 assists, 21st in the nation on that. They're not bad. Could be a little bit better, but not bad at all. 36.4 total defensive rebounds. Hey, that's not bad, but they're 38th compared to what the Dukes do. 12.3 turnovers a game. That's good. 25th in the nation. 6.6 blocked shots. Second in the nation on that. 5.4 steals, though. A little bit of a weakness there. Now, Claire Strack leads in points, rebounds, steals, and blocks. She is a straight up beast for this team. 30.8 minutes, 17.1 points, 10 rebounds. So 15 and 10. That she's one of very few in the NCAA doing that. 1.8 assists, 1.2 steals, 2.6 blocks, 2.2 turnovers though, but hey, look at all she does. 48.4 field goal percentage, 66.7 free throw percentage, and 24.2 3-point percentage. Probably needs to kick it out to her teammates on the 3-point line, but she is solid in field goal range. Tony Morgan leads in assists, 34.3 minutes, 13.8 points, 3.1 rebounds, 8.2 assists, 0.9 steals, 0.6 blocks, 3.5 turnovers. Those two need to work on that, but they do so much that, 47.7 field goal percentage, 33.9 3-point percentage, and 71.8 free throw percentage. She is a straight gunner. Keone Key, another very important part of this team. 26.4 minutes, 11.2 points, 7.2 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 0.7 steals, 1.2 blocks, 1.9 turnovers, 52.1 field goal percentage, 15.4 3-point percentage though, 67.9 free throw percentage. Amelia Hassett, 32.3 minutes, 10.6 points, 5.4 rebounds, 1.6 assists, zero point 0.8 steals, 1.4 blocks, 1.2 turnovers, 40.9 field goal percentage, 37.1 3-point percentage though, 82.1 free throw percentage. Oh, and by the way, Asia Boone's at 10.2 points, Jordan Obi's at 9.2. This team can score from in multiple ways. They work really good as a team. They've got to work on turnovers. They've got to get used to not turning over the ball if they're going to get that far in this tournament. Their shooting could be a little bit better, but it's not bad in any way, shape, or form. They're a good, solid team. They're beyond a good, solid team. Claire Strack, though, you've got to have an answer for Claire Strack. Tony Morgan and Keone Key are also key in this. Hey, Kentucky, they aren't elite, but they're a great team. Straight up, they are a great team. They deserve to be in this spot. I am looking at this game. Now, if you look at what the professionals are saying, they're saying that Kentucky has an 86.5% chance to win this game. JMU has a 13.5% chance. And don't get me wrong, Big Blue Nation should rock this game. But I'm going to tell you, this is another one of the upset alerts. Kentucky is 5th seeded. James Madison is 12th seeded. James Madison is a solid team. They've got a good defense. They've got a pretty darn good offense. If they find a way to interrupt anything. I mean, you're talking about Keone Key and Clara Strack turn over the ball a little too much. James Madison can steal. They don't block, but then again, though, you're dealing with Clara Strack. I don't think they have an answer for Clara Strack. They need to go with what they did with Kobe or what they did with Jordan, which is try to get the others shut down and just let the star do what they need to do. keep somebody around uh Tony Morgan to keep her. She's prone to give the ball away. Get the ball from her. Work on your rebounds. This is probably what the coach is working on right now. Smarter shots, smarter shots. You know, this is an upset possibility. It is. James Madison is too good of a team. Sean O'Regan, Sean O'Regan, sorry, has is 236 wins, 89 losses. He's only coached at James Madison, 72.6% winning rate, and 79.7% winning rate within his conferences. Uh, this is last year, he should have gone to the NCAA tournament. This is no joke. He should have gone to the NCAA tournament last year. This year, slightly worse team. I'll say it right here. Slightly worse team than what he had last year. But they have a solid team. So, Kentucky needs to bring their A game to win this one. They do. Because the Dukes are a no joke team, and they have beaten power conference teams this year. So, hey, Big Blue Nation, you're going to win it if you play your game. But James Madison, if Sean O'Regan even comes close to having a good game plan, this is going to be a scary one. It will. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, folks, before you leave, if you can't become a member via my YouTube channel, which that's for my thinker, I've also got sports. I've got a Patreon. If you really, really want to help me out, I would be much appreciated. But hey, hitting like, hit subscribe, hit commenting, all those things really help me out. Have a good day.